A male is likely to be present to provide support for each strong woman on Bravo as she ascends to the status of a reality celebrity. The Real Housewives cinematic universe has introduced a host of infamous spouses and companions, with family serving as the primary focus. Despite their status as secondary characters in most narratives, the house husbands' increased prominence and popularity have prompted some to question whether they are entitled to compensation for their time on the reality programs. While the franchise's male characters may not be granted a position bearing the shining item of their respective city, they have nonetheless emerged as significant figures in the series. The spouses and partners may require a contract to ensure that the story's complete experience is conveyed, as they demonstrate the pros, cons, and ugly of love and marriage. Stacey Rush and her friend, T.J. Jones, also known as the Real Housewives of Potomac, have recently made headlines. It is now time to consider allowing the males to have their moment in the spotlight. When viewing any episode of The Real Housewives, you are witnessing the lives and families of an extraordinary group of women. For each woman, the title card that introduces her chapter depicts her spouse and offspring, if applicable. No, we are not concealing the males in their lives. While it is true that they are occasionally present to illustrate domestic life or serve as the focal point of an event or gathering, they are equally committed to preparing for the camera as the women. Okay, not exactly. Males lack their own personal beauty staff. Even so, when contemplating the franchise's most prominent figures, it is possible to envision their companions: Richards, Kyle, and Umansky, Mauricio, the Giudices, Teresa and Joe, and Luis Ruelas, Melissa and Joe Gorga, and so forth. They are the protagonists of the narratives, despite the fact that they are not the series' main characters. We are currently witnessing the dueling separations of two of the most prominent couples in the franchise on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The males, Mauricio and PK, are not motivated to appear on screen and provide their perspective unless they are explicitly requested, resulting in the audience receiving only half of the narrative. It is only reasonable to obtain a comprehensive understanding of the season's narrative, which involves Kyle Richards and Dorrit Kemsley as they attempt to navigate this new chapter of their lives. In The Real Housewives of New Jersey, it is fair to say that certain individuals have received more screen time than any short-lived full-time cast member. The series' central narrative has centered on Teresa and Melissa. However, the males were prominently featured in these narratives. Subsequently, the list could continue to elaborate on the extent to which the companions have played a significant role in numerous of the series' most significant narratives. In the event that the friend of and visitors receive some form of compensational credit, why should the males not? Think about a scenario in which the individuals mentioned were never seen. Would any of those performances have been as significant? The males may refuse to participate in certain situations. During Camille Grammer's inaugural season on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we were afforded an adequate amount of Kelsey Grammer's presence. However, it is conceivable that we would have witnessed additional depictions of their turbulent separation if he were contracted. Greg Diggs has been nearly adamant that he does not wish to participate in the filming process, as Kiarna Stewart has addressed. As a full-time housewife, she is no longer captivating due to the impact it has had on her. Perhaps Greg's perspective regarding his appearance could be influenced by the presence of financial incentives. This season of The Real Housewives of Potomac has had some romantic tension, and we have yet to reach the stars of this feature. Gordon Thornton, Mia Thornton's former spouse, was not the only individual present on camera. She also included her partner, Ink. The atmosphere was tense. The experience was unpleasant,